Iraq economic news and points to ponder Thursday, February 20, 25. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. A government advisor stresses the importance of gold trade to support the current account of the balance of payments. The time: the 18th of February 2025, 12 hours 14 minutes and 47 seconds. Reading 2445 times. Economic. Al-Farad News. A government advisor stressed the importance of gold trade to support the current account of the balance of payments. The adoption of advanced industrial protection policies will positively reflect on the quality of the national gold product and the stability of its prices. He pointed out that this step will enhance the protection of one of the most important pillars of the national and family economy, with a direct and positive impact on the current account of the balance of payments. Saleh explained that the organization of the import of non-manufactured gold and its re-export will contribute to achieving an added value to the national economy, stressing the importance of careful supervision from the competent authorities to ensure the inventory of the gold movement within the framework of an economically organized trade, with high return and rational governance. The Industrial Coordination Council had approved at its meeting the day before yesterday, Sunday, the resettlement of the precious metal industry, gold and jewelry, in addition to cosmetic products, while directing to provide all the necessary facilities for those wishing to establish their factories, and it was decided to monitor the quantities of gold exported abroad, through controls determining the quantities are remanufactured. Submit documents to the central bank that provide the value of the external quantity, and return the quantity yet complete its manufacturing for the country, with observation from the central bank. Economic. The 19th of February 2025. Yasser al-Mitwali. The government decision to localize the gold and precious metals industry is of great importance, as an important economic decisions, to consider gold, the pillar of the guarantee of the economy of any country of the collapses that may occur in periodic financial crises, and for causes of them naturally during periods of the economic cycle, and other political, as well as wars and others. This decision comes consistent with what I dealt with in two previous articles published here in the Al-Saba Economy, as the first was titled, The Forgotten Wealth, in December 2024. And the second article was titled, Hedging with Gold a Safe Investment, in a month March of the same year, 2024. I was alerted to them the importance of taking advantage of global experiences in investing gold as an effective way to diversify sources of income and wealth, and as a safe alternative to the monetary reserve represented by the dollar, in order to avoid sanctions imposed by the American federalism on the countries, because it is the owner of the dollar currency, and there are many evidence and close to many of countries. This wealth has become forgotten and its pages folded after the world turned into a lack of evaluation of its currencies, the size of its gold, and perhaps what brought back to mind the truth of the importance of this forgotten wealth, gold, the economic sanctions that some countries have been imposed by the great countries for various reasons. With the sanctions body economic, and many examples available soon and not far from our current reality. The nearest example that can be remembered is the embarrassing economic sanctions of Venezuela, which prevented the availability of what blocks the livelihood of its people, forcing its government to refer to the wealth of gold and act by selling it in order to confront the economic blockade that was imposed on it. The expectations of economists also indicate that Russia may have to sell its gold reserves, as the last option in the face of US sanctions, if long. This image became clear with the prolongation of the Russian-Ukrainian war, with the escalation of the ceiling of US-European sanctions on Russia, and Russia is also putting this possibility as the last option after the elements of confronting the siege and sanctions are exhausted. Accordingly, it seems that the Iraqi government is trying to benefit from these bitter experiences, and therefore it decided to give the gold a priority to pay attention by localizing its industry and supporting workers in this sector as an optimal option. The government's awareness of the importance of gold reserves as a guaranteed reserves in the face of emergency and critical conditions makes it offered this sector a great importance in the future. It is useful to note that Iraq occupies an advanced rank in the cash gold reserves, as it is the 4th Arab and 30 globally, and by 152 tons of cash gold. Perhaps the endeavor of the Central Bank of Iraq to increase the volume of Iraq's gold reserves reflects its importance in the balance and durability of the country's economy. The new government initiative in localizing the gold industry will contribute to encouraging citizens to invest in gold, and restore the idea of its acquisition of decoration and saving when needed, as this decision will achieve economic feasibility by maintaining gold from exporting it abroad, providing difficult currencies as a result of imports, and providing job opportunities for unemployed youth in this profitable profession. The next important step is that it is necessary to adapt and amend the laws and procedures necessary to facilitate the birth of this important industry in attracting capital, whether internal or external, which has priority to attract investors to invest in a safe and profit field. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: Dinar Recaps.